Brie, you know, I mean, that movie meant so much, I know, to you and to a lot of people that saw it. How did that come into your life? And I know the director of Room, Lenny Abrahamson, was one of the people that saw it and thought you'd be perfect for that movie.
Yeah. I think how it came about, at least to having me be a part of it, was that the movie got financing because there were bigger names attached to it. And then right before, I think it was like a month or so before shooting was about to start, both dropped out. And so this part was available and there was money for the movie and they were trying to just keep the train moving. And my agent had put in a call to Destin, the writer-director, just because, like I said, I was homeschooled, and so I've always been sort of a loner, and my agent was always trying to get me to make friends with people, and he thought that I would make great friends with this writer-director, Destin, and so I was kind of the first name that was in his head, and we did a Skype call, kind of like this, and I had just poured my heart to him about how much research I had done about foster care. I had tried to apply for a bunch of volunteer jobs. I was shooting another film called The Spectacular Now at that time in Georgia, and I'd applied for every foster care volunteer job possible. I didn't tell him that I was rejected by all of them, but I did tell him that I had applied in hopes that he would understand how important this issue was to me and how committed I was to making sure that this was told appropriately and with respect. Anytime I take on a job or play a character, these are real people to me that live real lives, and they're representing people that we see in this world. And a movie about foster care is it's not appropriate to make a documentary about it, but I felt like if we made a really incredible and authentic, real film about it, that it would bring more awareness to this issue that we have. And it did. I mean, it was just like the little movie that could. It went so many places. Destin and I got to travel all over the world with that movie, and it just opened a whole new world up for me. That became the way that I got Room in particular, because it was a film that got out. It was the first time I'd ever been a lead of a film any movie was that one.
I want to show another clip we saw in the montage, a clip from Room. But before we show that, we're going to show another one. We're going to show two very distinct movies you made this year. Both of them made a big impact. One of them with Amy Schumer, called Trainwreck, a very funny movie. As we could see from the 21 Jump Street clip, you're very adept at comedy, and here I know Judd Apatow brought you into this picture. And then from Room, for which, let me just say, you have won the SAG Award, the Critics' Choice Award, the Golden Globe Award. You're nominated for the Indie Spirit, BAFTA, and Oscar, and you won the Chicago, Dallas, Detroit, Indiana, San Diego, Southeastern, and probably every other Critics Award. Can you believe it? Wow.
You sound like my mom.
Amazing.
No, I can't believe it at all. Saoirse and I were at the Oscar nominees luncheon today, and it was the first time that it sort of hit me as we were standing on the podium taking our weird graduation photos. This is actually happening to me. This is not happening to another person outside of me that I'm observing. This is happening to me. This is so weird.
It's amazing. And I remember you told me at the luncheon today that you've been spending this whole Oscar season getting a day off here or there. Twice you've come back from Vietnam, twice from Australia, and 4 times from Hawaii, just to, for these various events. And it's just amazing. What a schedule. You're a real trooper. But
thanks. I mean, it's easy to do when it's all this wonderful stuff, and it's just so much goodness. I'm kind of high off of the whole thing. It's not hard at all.